as an owner of a Microsoft Surface laptop, having purchased it for 4 years ago for the purposes of doing art, animation, all sorts of artsy-fartsy stuff for game development, let me tell you, this has been a very expensive mistake because it is not suitable for any of those purposes, as it turns out. And I wanted to make a very quick video outlining all the issues, showcasing why this laptop is absolutely terrible at doing the one thing that it's supposed to be good at doing. I have been using the ever-living crap of this laptop. I mean, I've got keys missing, I've got this crap peeling off. That's, lovely stuff. I mean, this thing has been all through a lot of mileage. I've been using it for a lot of stuff. First thing that you're going to come across, and I have Googled this, and I've seen many other people with this exact same issue, is that the touchscreen resolution for the pen does not have enough density to facilitate smooth arcs or smooth motion. What you can end up with is something like, so we're going to zoom in, and do you see how the brush wanders and meanders? Okay, now check this out. It's not the pen, it's the touchscreen. This touchscreen actually sucks. The time I saw a Microsoft Surface laptop was when I was teaching as an in-house tutor. I was teaching a couple of kids programming and game development, and animation and drawing was part of our curriculum. And I was amazed with the first impression. My first impression was that you could have a laptop that ran the development environment, the game engine, and you could do drawing and painting all on the same device. No extra tablets needed, no extra peripherals, no extra hardware. You don't need an external graphics tablet. You just do everything on the screen. To me, that was amazing. And from that point on, I had saved up like $1,000, $1,100, $1,200, whatever the cost of this thing was, in order to get myself one of these laptops. And it wasn't until I've used it for a couple of years when I started realizing that this thing was not worth $1,000 whatsoever. The primary purpose of the Surface tablet is it's a draw on the screen tablet, okay? It fails at doing that specific one task. I mean, I could be working with stabilizer here, right? Get the stabilizer settings up. And it's not the software too. Okay, you can kind of get it if you get stabilizer going, but you can there's still meandering, and then it gets worse when you need to do curves, smooth motion. Even the stabilizer can't fix this shit. Some of you might say, well, you gotta go through the calibration, which makes perfect sense. So let's go ahead and look up calibrate screen for pen and touch input. Okay, good. So here we have calibrate. We only have one screen. We're going to click calibrate. It's going to say, what do you want to calibrate for? We calibrate it for pen input. And then it does this. We say yes. And then it does nothing. And I've Googled this issue. There are other people having the same exact problem. Nobody has ever gotten a way to fix it. The calibration tool is simply non-existent. I don't know what happened to it. Just a little FYI here. I have reinstalled the operating system on this laptop about 2 or 3 times, and one of them was a Windows 11. There is no calibration tool. It does not exist. Every time, fresh operating system, downloaded fresh off of the Microsoft website, there's no calibration. This kind of renders this entire $1,000 laptop completely useless, because I can't use it to draw. This was the primary purpose of why I bought this laptop. Well, let's talk about the laptop itself. So again, I'm gonna specifically point out multiple times this laptop cost $1,000 in Canada. Okay, so this is what you got to work with. You got Core i5 10th generation, 1.1 gigahertz, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and then the Intel Iris built-in graphics driver. These specs, they're not worth $1,000. For $1,000, this is absolute dog shit specifications. Now, I put up with it because I got it for art, so I was trying to use it with art. And I'm just interjecting some comments while I'm editing this in real time. I got this laptop because I wasn't thinking. The whole wow cool factor, I can draw on the same screen of the same laptop that I can also do development on, was overpowering my logical thinking of what else is out there. And honestly, if I just took a moment and thought about it rationally and considered that, okay, there's better laptops out there and a graphics tablet is like $50, I would have been far better off. And I end up doing the work on the gaming laptop with the external graphics tablet anyways nowadays. The pen meandering thing did not start out as bad as it is right now. I can't calibrate it because, well, this tool doesn't work. Even if there was no pen meandering and I could still use this laptop for graphics works, animation, and 2D graphics, this is a $1,000 laptop that cannot run video editing software. It cannot run Blender. What? This cannot run Blender. Are you kidding me? Just for reference, years down the line after I got this, I got myself a gaming laptop. Okay? This gaming laptop was $700. This thing will outrun this $1,000 piece of shit. It will run laps around this thing. It can run Blender, it can render pretty fast, it can run all the game development software I ever need, it can run texturing software, it can run everything. And you know what? If I bought this laptop today, and I would also buy this graphics tablet today, and I don't know, maybe like a controller, the 2 controllers for doing like controller-based game development, I would still be under the budget of how much this piece of garbage cost. Okay, this is not worth your money. Okay, this is if you're like an office employee soccer mom who has absolutely no idea what computer specs and value for your buck is, and then you go to Staples, and then some red-shirted asshole is gonna walk up and say, "Oh, you look like you're in a business suit. You look like you have money. Get the Surface laptop. It's a luxury laptop." This laptop is just it's quite literally glorified tech jewelry. It runs like shit. It absolutely does. The purpose of this laptop was it's portable. It has a touchscreen with pen, so I can use the pen only has one side button, by the way. Okay? This piece of crap $50 tablet has 2 on the pen, right? Right click and middle click. This is like minimum requirement for a graphics tablet pen. If I want to keep using this as my portable graphics station, I actually have to get myself a graphics tablet. I'm not talking about like the sashimi Wacom tablets. This is like a vague, right, no-name $50 graphics tablet, and it tracks better and it has more features than the built-in touchscreen of this laptop. I honestly, I can't, man. I can't. You screw up a laptop that bad. I realized that if you're looking at a laptop, you're not doing like AAA game development on it. Well, guess what? This laptop can't even properly run like 2D game development software. Like it can barely run Godot Engine, and it doesn't even run Godot Engine with forward plus rendering. You have to set it to the mobile compatibility or the compatibility layer so that it runs on a backup graphics driver so that it could just launch at all. Even if you're not into programming or game development and you're just a pure artist, you just want to do art, you can't even do animation on this without heavy stuttering or just inability to run the animation at an adequate frame rate. You could be animating in the like 1280 by 720, not even full HD, and this laptop will stutter once you start getting into relatively reasonable amount of layers at that resolution. So it cannot even play back the animation at an adequate rate. If you're working, let's say 1920 by 1080 2D art at like 12 or 24 frame rate, FPS frame rate, it won't be able to reproduce the animation. You won't be able to comfortably work in your animation in that state. I mean, how can a laptop that is clearly designed for an artist fail at even doing the most basic bitch art applications? Genuinely, if you're an artist and you were impressed by the promotional material of the Surface laptop, or you saw someone else use a Surface laptop and you think that this is a dream come true in terms of portable drawing, animating, graphic design, even if you're a hobbyist, no, stay away. Your money is much better spent, quite literally, going for a gaming laptop. Gaming laptop, first of all. Do not be dissuaded by the naming. Gaming laptop simply means beastly powerful hardware that is going to be way over the top of what you will ever require for your artist or game developer needs. Okay, you do not need anything even near this powerful, but having the overhead definitely helps. For comparison, the modern Surfaces don't cost that much. I mean, they cost even more. And again, this is Canadian useless, devalued rubles we're talking about. This is not worth your money. If you pop into Canada Computers, and I go to laptops, and then let's do gaming laptops, right? Let's see where we have it. PC computers, desktop computers, laptops. There we go, gaming laptops. Check this out. Even if you go by the cheapest rating, lowest price, there we go, $617. This thing, right? Even that RTX 2050, it will run laps around this piece of shit that's $1,100 or $1,200. Okay, any one of these options leaves you $150 to $200, maybe even $300 of wiggle room for getting a nice cheap graphics tablet. Like I swear to God, the resolution and the meandering thing is such a pain in the ass, because this $50 graphics tablet piece of garbage is outperforming, and functionally offers more than this crap. I cannot be more disappointed with my purchase here, man. In fact, check this out. Pick any one of these laptops, okay? Even the $800 ones, which will last you like a lifetime, okay? 10 years of you doing creative work. Pick any one of these $900 laptops, and then go to Amazon, and then pick yourself not one of the basic tablets, pick yourself a nice display tablet, okay? $300. Huion does perfectly adequate, perfectly usable graphics tablets. I've been using them for game development since I could afford something nice. $200. Seriously, look at this. $850 and then $200, and you're still under budget for one of these laptops. This is such a terrible purchase. In the end, I'm out $1,000. I can't use it for art, which was the sole purpose of why I bought this thing. I have to have additional hardware now to use it for art. I can't use it for game development because it's a $1,000 laptop with a crappy built-in native graphics chip that cannot run Blender, the primary 3D software. If you can't run Blender, it can't run anything. Can't run Maya, can't run 3D Max, can't run Substance Painter, can't run Fusion 360. $1,000. You ain't doing shit on this laptop. Even the processor on this thing is not even powerful enough to do just basic bitch 2D development with a standard issue game engine. If I could go back in time and slap some sense into myself, I totally would. I could have been working with a gaming laptop for all these years. Man. Yeah. I hope this gives you a bit of perspective. Not worth your money. Maybe if it cost $500, maybe. If it didn't glitch at that, maybe. But this is just Microsoft's attempt at being Apple with their ludicrously overpriced crap. So save yourself the money, make a purchase, make a wise decision. If you have a grand to spend, get a gaming laptop, get a graphics tablet, and then be happy. As a creative, as a developer, just this will give you everything you need for years and years to come.